Hello everyone, I'm Aliza Nouri, PhD student in the University of Northern British Columbia, and I'm going to talk about how the SDG Sustainable Development Goals address wicked problems and what are the wicked problems that SDGs can solve for us for today's life. In the first step, we should go to this topic that what is the definition of wicked problem. Uh, Actually, in the paper published by Rittel and Weber in 1973, they mentioned that the wicked problems, actually this paper is a very high cited paper. As you can see, it has more than 8,000 citations, and I can say it's kind of reference for today's activities. You can go to the paper page directly by scanning this, by scanning the barcode on the previous page. But what is the definition of the wicked problem? 10 elements define the wicked problem. As you can see, lack of definitive formulation, no stopping rule that determines when solution has been found, good or bad solution rather than true or false solution, lack of immediate and ultimate tests for solutions. You should give it time and you should wait until the final results of the action. Solutions are one shot, and you are not able to do try and error. Lack of criteria that indicate all solutions have been identified. The uniqueness of every wicked problem. Actually, the wicked problems could be viewed as symptom of another problem. Wicked problems can be explained in multiple ways, and the planners have no right to be wrong in these kind of problems. But in contrast with the wicked problems, there are tame problems that are defined by Rittel and Weber. And in next years, in 2001, Rosenhead and Mingers narrowed down these definitions of the wicked problem and tame problem. Wicked problems, according to their definitions, are complex system of changing, interacting problems, while the tame ones are individual components of complex system. Wicked problems need to be managed, but tame problems may be solved. Wicked problems are alternative types and levels of explanation and phenomena of concern. But the tame problems can be and consensually specified, and they do not change during analysis. The wicked problems are a good or bad solution judged by interested parties themselves, but the tame problems are true or false solution judged by analysts. And wicked problems are area of greatest human concern, but the tame problems are relatively unimportant to society by large. And the last one, the sixth line of the definitions, goes for importance of participants' perception, values, and interests in wicked problems, while the tame problems are essentially independent of individual view and beliefs. Actually, uh, we can now go to the SDGs. What are the SDGs? SDGs are 17 goals that are defined by uh, countries to be reached by 2030, and they are defined in September 2015. And actually more than 169 targets are defined, as well as more than 7,000 actions for reaching these goals. Uh, we have implementation progress for these goals, and every year United Nations Secretary General presents some progress reports that you can see. The progress reports here, 8 progress reports are available on website. You can scan the barcode to get to these reports, and actually uh, each 4 years one global sustainable development report is released, and we have now 2 sustainable development report in global scale, which the recent one is released in 2023. According to these goals, the goals that are defined in sustainable development goals, uh, the goal first goes for end poverty in all its form everywhere. So the problem it will target is poverty. The goal 2 goes for hunger. Goal 3 goes for unhealthy lives. I'll make problems out of the goals, and the 4th one goes for lack of education. The other one is gender inequality. The goal 6 is about lack of water and sanitation for all. Goal 7 is about inaccessibility of energy. It means the affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Goal 8 is about the unemployment. Goal 9 is about building resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster individual innovation. Sorry, lack of resilience is the problem. Goal 10 is about the problem of inequality. Goal 11 is about lack of inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable cities and human settlements. Goal 12 is about lack of consumption and production patterns. And also goal 13 is about the climate change, one of the biggest issues in actually our world. Goal 14 is about overuse of oceans, seas, and marine resources. 15 is about overuse of forests and land degradation. 16 is about injustice, and the main one, goal 17, is about lack of global partnership for sustainable development. These global goals for sustainable development, all and all, are designed to answer some problems. But are they wicked problems or not? Or they are tame problems? According to definition, the sixth definition that was released in 2001, we can check each goal. We can go first for poverty. Is the system is a complex system of changing, interacting problems or not? It is a complex system of changing, interacting problems. It need to be managed, or it can be solved. Possibly one day the problem of the poverty can be solved, but right now it need to be managed, so I selected the maybe. Alternative types and levels of explanation and phenomena of concern, yes. Good or bad solution, judged by interested parties themselves, yes. Area of greatest human concern, absolutely yes. Importance of participants, perception, values, and interests, yes. Nobody say money is not good and poverty is not bad. The other is hunger, they're all yes. And me myself cannot imagine a day that there is no hungry person on the earth. So it would always need to be managed. Goal 3, unhealthy lives. You can see my answers. Lack of education, yes. And in alternative types of or levels of explanation and phenomena of concern, maybe it is according to alternative types. Maybe it is good or bad solution judged by interested parties. Actually, after education, if somebody asks you, are you well educated? In most cases, you won't say no. So this answer is selected as maybe. Area of greatest human concern, yes. And importance of participants, perception, values, and interest can change the answer, so I selected the maybe for it. Gender inequality, yes. And you can see the other answers. So all of these problems and all of these actually goals can target it to handle a wicked problem. And according to this table, you can see about inaccessibility of energy. It is a wicked problem. Unemployment is wicked. Lack of resilience, infrastructures, and unsustainable industrialization, as well as inequality, lack of inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable houses and settlements, and actually lack of consumption and production patterns are wicked problems. Also, you can see the climate change. It is absolutely wicked problem. The overuse of oceans, seas, and marine resources is wicked problem as well, and actually overuse of forests and land degradation, as well as injustice, and the most important one, lack of global partnership for sustainable development, are wicked problem due to the 6 parameters which are defined here. Based on what I did and what I tried to do, all the problems that are targeted by SDGs are wicked problems. And that's why, unless we act now, that's why Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of United Nations, is saying, unless we act now, the 2030 agenda will become an epitaph for a world that might have been. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will be ready for answering any question you might have on nouri@umbc.ca.